Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Frosthaven. We are gradually moving towards retiring a couple of our characters. And I say a couple because it's hard to move three individual quests forwards at the same time. Let's go into the Banosphere first of all. So if we go to, it's going to be, there we go, personal quests. Searching for the yoke. We have found all the lumber we need. There is the quest Sacred Soil. We've not been able to activate Sacred Soil because we needed to complete Raven's Roost. We've now completed Raven's Roost, so we can do this. So we have an opportunity to retire a character. Back to town. For Inertion, we have more lurkers to kill, we have more Algox guards to kill. It's going to be a while before Inertion can get retired. For Seraph, another 25 XP from ability cards will do it. Life lessons. You've got a few more missions left in you, Seraph, before that comes to pass. Let's do our town stuff first. So, knowing that we're pretty close to retiring the Banosphere, let's spend all of our money from the Banosphere on buying materials. And we'll have a very quick look at the craftsman, the merchant, and so forth. Wing clippers, we never really checked what they did. After your melee attack, the target of the attack loses flying. That's kind of cool. It's a two-handed item though, so it's very specific, but if you had something that you needed to push someone back into, could be cool. No new items added onto the craftsman. I don't think there's anything new on the merchant. And for the alchemist, we still don't have the rock root that we would need for that. So there's nothing more that we can really do in town. In terms of the barracks, we've already done the training, so we've only got 2 soldiers spare right now. But we have plenty of morale helping us out. We just need a little bit of prosperity to take us to the next level. On to Sacred Soil. So we've got earth demons, we've got forest imps, we've got rending drakes. Oh god, these things are going to be horrible. They're like walking claw machines that just put wounds on everyone. And we're going to start poisoned, and we're going to start with a bit of damage on us. This is not going to be great, but we'll do it.
A gnarled orchid stands in the middle of the road, watching you approach. A ratty cloak barely covers her shoulders, but she doesn't seem to mind the cold air. She beckons you closer, then quietly recites something under her breath.
May your words never falter when you face the crystal altar. They will not agree.
She pauses before finishing, staring you down with deep blue eyes and urging you to step within whispering distance.
It's not a trap.
The orchid leans in close and whispers something only you can hear. She nods, then continues on her way.
But speak. Option C. Wait, option C as in like option A, B, C? Or option C as in, the C, she be my mistress? Well, I guess we'll find out. Choosing our battle goals. Kill 3 or fewer enemies? Don't like that. End next to an obstacle every turn. Gives us big tactical problems. Never exit room with loot bags in. That's my kind of thing. Be the first to kill a monster. Kill 1 or more elites. Yeah, let's go with Hunter. And 2 or more enemies in the same round. It would be fun. I think it's more likely than the other two, so we'll go with that.
More tea?
You sit in the cabin of a local botanist, a savas named Lasteritus. It holds an iron pot with a cloth and pours you out another steaming herbal draught for you.
Of course, I can't really drink it myself, but I do so love the smell.
You have asked Lasteritus to help study the wood you've been bringing back from your missions for some sign of the great oak. On the table between you is a piece of bark.
Now that looks like oak to me. Divine? I can't tell. But definitely the same type as the great oak in the capital.
Interesting.
And you say you found this far from here, near the Radiant Forest. Interesting indeed.
Lasteritus sits and sniffs at its tea, savouring the hint of mint and nutmeg.
I'm confident we'll find a grove of oaks out there, but it may require a bit of legwork.
That's where we come in.
Given how the roots of trees can grow deep and far, I have a plan. Head to the Radiant Forest and gather some soil samples from 3 different regions of the forest. Bring them here, and I should be able to triangulate where the oaks should be.
You finish your tea and then stand to gather your things.
Oh, and be careful. That forest is home to all manner of dangerous creatures. Here, take some more tea with you.
I wouldn't have thought Savas to be quite so scientific, but I'll lean into it. So we need to collect 3 soil samples. Whenever any earth demon dies, it will drop a soil sample. So kill the earth demons. Great. Holy hell, he's got a lot of health. All highlighted hexes represent passages that lead to other rooms. That's these. Whenever a hero enters the turn occupying a passage, they and any of the summons within 2 may be moved to the new room. At the start of each round, all travelling heroes must discard 2 cards. Then arrive at the other side of the passage alongside any summons travelling with them. I mean, I'm still obviously concerned that we may end up just burning a lot of cards, and we're going to start injured. So everyone takes a bit of injury. Everyone starts poisoned. And we're gonna start with make it count, and we're gonna start slowly. Oh, stab them all is so fast. Precision timing, make it count. You're gonna start here. 1, 2, 3, you're in range. 1, 2, 3, you're in range. 1, 2, you're not quite in range, but that's fine. Because this turn, we're going to go with precision aim and relentless. And swap them over like that. Banner Spear, right in the middle. It's not going to be worth us doing except for the charge, because these are going to fly and shoot at us. Air support could be interesting at range 3. 1, 2, 3. So we could do air support, maybe kill one of them. Air support and then Unbreakable Wall feels a bit cheeky, but at the same time, I'm down for it. The Drakes are coming in. The Imps are shooting, and the Elites are cursing. The Earth Demon's on his way. Kill the Imps straight away. It does feel like a smart choice. Oh, I should have gone for the Elite. What an opener. 8 damage. Alright. Get the shield on. Don't prevent the wound because you're going to get healed anyway. However, do stick a wound on this thing. And we'll get a bit of poison on it as well. In anticipation of the draining arrows for the future turn. You're going to move 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to shoot 1, 2, 3. So we don't want to be closer than we have to be. Stay where you are, actually. Precision aim goes on. And relentless goes on. And this is going to be a little bit painful, but here it comes. Prevent the curse. Jeez, that's so bad. I'm glad we're able to spread it around a little bit. Next up, Drifter. We're going to go with draining arrows, and we want to move to like here really, so it doesn't matter what we do. Shockwave seems like a smart choice. Let's try and tank it out a bit. Got to go fast. Let's try and take this thing out as quickly as possible. Stab them all. Great opportunity to use it. So, that's with the poison, that's a 3, a 3, and a 2. That should kill it. And then sand in the hourglass to do some friendly healing. Set for the charge makes no sense at this point. These guys are going to be a little bit damaged, but not very damaged. So you're going to be there. We could step forwards and try a resolved courage to hit both of these. Maybe. They're moving faster than us and they're shielding up. Of course they are. Right. Stab them all. So much damage. Five damage on this one. That's just obscene. What are you going to do? You're going to attack at range. So, at the very least, let's get a bit of damage on you. And I don't think it's worth us running away from him. We could put a wound on him by burning something else. At the end of your turn, play a card from your hand for its top or bottom action. So what would be really worthwhile? Blurry Jab could be worthwhile. But it does leave us in a very dangerous exposed position. And you're just going to shield up. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get a wound on him. Blurry jab. Now, obviously, all of this means that draining arrows is kind of pointless. So we should think about what we can do that is going to be useful instead. Getting to here means we can shoot the Earth Demon. It's not amazing, but it is at least something. I'm really not expecting anything to happen here. This is mostly for the muddle for the future term. But it's still progress towards a soil sample. And a protective scepter, just in case. Banner Spear. Well, Resolved Courage isn't exactly going to work the way we anticipated. Neither's Let Them Come. Because even if we wanted to, we're not going to get in a position to do anything worthwhile with it. But we can come down and do some looting. And we can do some forced damage, actually. Just for amusement's sake. I'm so glad it's at a disadvantage. That's all right. What can we do that's going to be amusing? Nothing specific in our attack abilities, so we're just doing regular attacking. If we're just regular attacking, I'd probably rather kill the second Forest Imp. Let's go relatively quickly with Set for the Charge and Rallying Cry. So maybe we'll put the banner out. We'll see what they're going to do. But that might work for us. Prudent Preparation gives us a bit of healing on ourselves. Consume Stamina allows us to put some damage out on the enemy. And we're going slowly over here, so we'll go for Power Leak and Twin Strike and just lean into the damage that we can do. Okay. Forest Imps doing nasty things, Earth Demons are healing up. Seeing as these are not directly causing any trouble, much damage as we can. Drifter. It's kind of tempting. But at the same time, killing this guy before he acts. You're doing 2 attacks, but there's no direct poison. Yeah, this is the smarter choice. And heal yourself. Which means we can ignore Freedom Preparation and go back and loot this. Strengthen you. Muddle me. Muddling my banner, indeed. It's a shame about the healing, but it kind of had to happen. So that one's unfortunately not going to be any use. That did something at least. And I don't think we're really going to be able to go... Well, I suppose we can kind of come around this way, but I don't think it's worth it. So we'll just finish that one there. Hold the line. We might be able to kill this guy before he has a chance to do something. In theory, 1, 2, 3, or 2 and our boots. Vile Assault to move up, Breakthrough just to finish this guy off, and then it's down to the Blink Blade to say Kinetic Transfer or Hit and Run, or both actually. We're moving faster than them. So Banner Spear first of all. We might be muddled, but we should still be able to make this work. And I will step very happily onto this point. Heal myself up. He may be doing healing, but it's not really much of a concern. Drifter. Put the boots on. Come on up. And we'll get that breakthrough going. Job's a good one. Let's get another use back on precision aim. Blink Blade. Hit and run on this. That's really solid. You should be able to kill the second enemy this round. Because we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4 round the houses. There we go. And we got some flame fruit. We have a bit of looting to do in here. So let's take the time to do that. Probably worth us putting crushing weight on. And I think we'll do a short rest on on our Blink Blade. Yeah, we can lose hit and run. So we're going to go slow, and we're going to grab this one, and we're going to do it with... Make it count so we can get a teeny bit of healing on everyone, and a little bit of blessing on ourselves. And... Kinetic transfer, I think. Oh, I could use regroup to move the banner forwards. I hadn't considered that. It's within range 2, which is a shame because you're not quite in the right place for what I would want on that. You know what, the banner's nice, but it's not the biggest draw. Though this is a level 1 card. So we could use it next turn with our stamina potion. But then we're not moving up with our stamina potion. Okay, stick to the original plan. Drifter. Don't need healing, just step on in and grab this. And get another use back of Relentless. And Blink Blade. Heal, heal, heal. There's the Bliss. And we will grab this last little bit. Okay. Short rest. You know what? We will use regroup to make this work. Belly shot, chunk of flesh. And I think we're going to go left with the Blink Blade. So we'll go slow. We say power leak onto it. And blurry jab. Yeah, we can lose meat grinder. So regroup's going to allow that to move up. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to pull you across as well, and that'll be fine. The thing we're going to waste is going to be at all costs. So we'll just move you up to there because that'll put you close enough. That'll move you to here. There's going to be 2 cards discarded to get through. That's fine. Up we come. Chunk of flesh. Skip the attack. Teeny bit of healing. Get back a use of precision aim. And the blink blade, you're pretty much fine where you are, really.
The trees grow closer, thrust up into the sky as if groping skeletal hands, and the vines twist into the thick knots, making progress painful and tricky. Barely any light reaches the forest floor, making it easy to be turned around in this maze of thorns and beasts.
Definitely don't want that.
The trees give way to a clearing where light spills down onto a crystal-clear pool fed by a babbling spring. This brief break in the trees attracts all manner of woodland creatures who drink from the pool and graze on the lush foliage that grows around it. Unfortunately, some woodland creatures are unfriendly.
Ah, yes. So from here, we've obviously got some big issues. And on this side, we have an equal number of big issues. I wonder what they connect to, though. Okay, well, we'll lose Sand in the Hourglass and Flashing Flurry. But we didn't have to lose any over this side. That's interesting. Oh, must discard if able. So because the Drifter didn't have any left, the Drifter's fine. I mean, fine is obviously a relative term. But that's kind of interesting. Right, we need to get in there quick. Quick is not going to be a thing. So let's instead get in there smart. We'll lose Set for the Charge and Resolve Courage. So it doesn't matter because we're going to discard 2 of them as well. So we're going to need to do a short rest anyway. It is what it is. Over this side, short rest. Down here, we're going to need to go a bit quick. Stab them all will get you killed, but it's not really going to help us a huge amount. Well, it'll be stab and then move. Yeah, stab them all and then precision timing. Between the two of these, we can do a lot of stabbing quite quickly. Don't want to lose draining arrows. Anything except draining arrows. I feel like we're going to need it in this bit. Sustain momentum, sure. So we need to kind of move into the middle with Shockwave and do draining arrows and either kill them or get retaliation against a lot of them. They're doing a lot of shooting and cursing. Rending Drakes are doing nasty things. But Rending Drakes aren't moving. So as long as we're not moving, or we're moving in and moving out, it's fine. So let's start. Stab them all. No one to stab. Get another stab. He's immobilized, so he's not moving anywhere. Back and forth. Have a stab. This is the most stabby turn ever. And then back up. I feel like that was pretty good. So, Banner Spear. We'll get you in. There's no one really to use that on. If we get a card back, you will at least be able to have a turn. So there is that. Let's use stamina potion to get back set for the charge. And the drifter. Yeah, standing kind of in the middle, I think is going to be our best bet with the shield. This is going to be painful. So let's do what we can. 1, 2, and probably the Earth Demon. And at this point, Stone Skin Potion could help. We're not going to take much damage. It's only 1 damage from each of these. So, actually, it's not going to do any difference. Don't like the curse. You're still gonna die, my friend. I love the retaliation so much. It's so effective. It is going to be gone after this, but it has served exactly the purpose it was meant for. Oh god. Oh, that had the potential to be very nasty. Right, we need to lose 2. So we're not going to lose air support. So let's lose Let Them Come and set for the charge. Hold the line air support makes sense. Let's do a short rest for our Blink Blade. Prudent preparation we could lean massively into. Oh, that's a good idea. We could lean massively into just shielding up, but if we use Consume Stamina, we can step to here, get 2 retaliation, and then we can do Breakthrough to hit this guy, and I like that a lot. Don't want to lose precision timing, but it's a fine one compared to other options. We're going to go fast. We're going to go stab them all and make it count. So we're going to use Make Them Count, step in and stab this guy. And then we're going to stab him, step in and start stabbing the Earth Demon Elite. Blink Blade, start with your... Or we go after this guy before he has a chance to react. What's the Drake doing? The Drake's going to do some nasty stuff, but we could get the Drake with air support. Time to get rid of some imps. That's unfortunate, but at least he's bleeding. That's also unfortunate. That is better. He's not quite going to die on his turn, and then he's going to heal up a little bit. It's annoying. Ah, you are out of range of air support. Well, I guess we're going to have to go after the imp then. Not the most effective turn, but it's fine. Step in, do some looting. And we're gonna definitely stun this guy. Whenever an adjacent... Oh, that's our active effect. Oh, unfortunate. We got the stun on him. We used up a curse, but I would have liked it to have done some damage at least. Painful. Also painful. Painful and retaliatory. Oh, and with the poison as well. Ouch. No, let's take out Flashing Flurry. That'll give us a bit of regen, which is good for clearing all this off, and we'll get backstab them all. Short rest on the Banner Spear. We can do stuff over here. If we go for stab them all, that's reasonably fast. And if we go Blurry Jab, we can step in and do a bit of damage to someone. Fine enough. On the Banner Spear, we're going to go short rest. And on the Drifter, Vile Assault will heal our poison. Chunk of Flesh will give us a little bit of healing and do some damage to someone. If we step into, we can do Resolved Courage, which is a bit of a stretch, but it's a reasonable hit. Take the damage. Move on in. Shame it wasn't the other way around, although it would have made not much difference. And drink your healing potion just to get rid of the wound and the poison. Because those are not cool to just have sat on us. It's okay, I always wanted to be wounded anyway. Okay, Drifter. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna hit, but it's gonna be weak-ish. Maybe we get rid of the Drake. You're gonna poison and curse anyway. Yeah, let's take out the Drake. Or try to take out the Drake. if we back up a bit closer to the edge, we might be in a slightly better position for fighting these guys. So what have we got next? We've got you for 1 damage, then you for 4. Yeah, we don't want to use the stone skin potion. Step in, do the damage. And then it's going to be all the stabbing. More stabbing. And unfortunately more stabbing that we can't actively use. Oh, this is painful. Yeah, very painful. Let's lose Deadly Shot rather than taking that. We want to kill this guy quickly and then move across to the other side as soon as is reasonably possible. Air support is a fair amount of damage. And set for the charge moves us 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would move us back in the right direction. Or down here to loot. So I'm not against that. Blinkblade, you should be able to finish this guy off, even going slowly. Let's say power leak and kinetic transfer. And over here, I think we need to maybe back away. But certainly we can get a hit off and then make a decision after that, depending on what the enemy's doing. Air support on you, it's a big hit. And we'll back up to loot. Drifter. Let's get rid of the poison. You're going to do some healing of something nearby. You're going to move 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to stab us, which is no bueno. And you're going to heal yourself. So keeping the focus on this guy is actually the biggest thing we can do. But we can't reach him. So we stay put as much as we can. And how much are you going to hit for 4? Yeah, Stone Skin will help a little bit. wound's annoying, but it's fine in the context of what we're doing. That heal is annoying. That heal is even more annoying. Oh wait, he did that one. Wasn't expecting that. Do we go for the big hit and slightly stun ourselves? I think it's probably a smart choice. Muddled, as expected. Banner Spear, let them come regroup. Twin Strike, Sand in the Hourglass will go as fast as we can. As for the Drifter, short rest. Losing consumed stamina. Don't like that. But I think we might need to. Prudent Preparation will get rid of that wound on us. Draining Arrows will hit everyone, but Breakthrough is a better choice right now. Let's take a precision aim, just in case we don't roll high on this. I'm so glad we did that. He'll die on his turn. Get rid of that wound. And we tank through this. We can regroup ourselves. And step to move through. Blink Blade. Everything you can manage. You are a little bit muddled, but that's fine. Not going to help with the slightly problematic curses, but overall that was not terrible. He's going to move 1, so let's just move 2 away and let him come a bit closer. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Five damage. We can burn a card. We can burn 1 card. Let's burn Draining Arrows. We're not going to use them again. Long Rest lets us pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can get through on the following turn. So we'll do Long Rest on the Banner Spear. We need to do Vile Assault on this guy. So Shockwave and Vile Assault. And then next turn we'll just try and stay alive. Actually, if we do Vile Assault and Crushing Weight, we get a little bit of healing back. And I think we need a short rest over here. Yeah, we can at least make it count. Let's go fast. let's say stab them all and kinetic transfer. So we're gonna just step 1, but we're gonna get him got. And stab them all is getting us XP every time we use it. That's a big hit. Dance around him. And another stab. That is our second soil sample done. Grab the loot. Drifter. Vile Assault. You may be at a disadvantage, but you can at least get that poison on him. Oh my god, a curse at a times 0. You couldn't make it up. Well. If you're gonna roll badly, it's best to roll badly, right? That's just mean. Take the damage. And another curse. Well, we've got to burn a card for that. So we'll lose Shockwave. And we will lose Let Them Come. So this turn... No. I'm not going through the passage. Not this turn. Set for the charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. That moves us in quite nicely. And regroup will give us a little bit of healing. It's not for this turn, it's mostly for next turn. We're going to have to short rest up here, and we're just going to have to put as much damage out as possible, but it's going to start to get really sketchy. Speaking of sketchy, getting back round in time is going to be sketchy as hell. Below which you have to sound in the hourglass, we'll just try moving across. Sure, we don't really have a choice for losing stuff. We'll try and break through on this guy. So prudent preparation and break through. Earth Demon is going to do nasty healing. At least he's not going to heal because of the poison, but it's still not good. Breakthrough. Don't feel like we need to use any other bone eye. It's a pretty solid hit. Get some healing on you. He's going to heal himself. Let's just loot. Because you're going to do a little bit of damage, but not much. Well done. And the Blink Blade is going to do what we can. It's a real shame that this wasn't slightly faster. Two to discard. Let's discard Hold the Line and Resolve Courage. So we're going to need a short rest. We're going to need a short rest. And we'll do what we can to carry on getting closer. Sure, we can lose set for the charge. I don't want to lose Breakthrough. So let's redraw that. And we'll use Prudent Preparation instead. Because Breakthrough is the big hit we need over here. Hold the Line and Air Support. So Banner Spear, Air Support first of all. It's a really solid hit. We might be able to get him to kill himself if we just step in and let the retaliation take the tank of it. Breakthrough. We'll try it anyway because Inertian, you've been here for so long. You absolutely earned it, and you can't pick it up. But well done. I think we just need to grab that soil sample from the ground now. Yep, that is a soil sample. So we'll grab that. I think you've earned a long rest, Inertian. And we'll do a long rest on the Blink Blade as well. So Seraph. Step on in. Skip that. Get some healing on your friend. And that is the last soil sample that we needed. Definitely prevent the poison. It'll regen anyway. But it's all about the intention, isn't it? And there is our last long rest. A pretty tight match. But victory is ours. Crit happens. I love that. Awarded for the most damage dealt. We managed to hit each of our battle goals, which is really quite something. And a little bit closer towards having Seraph retire.
Carrying a case laden with soil samples from all about the forest, you trek back to Laceratus's humble abode and sit to enjoy one more cup of tea as it sets about examining the samples. Using an array of magnifying glasses, Laceratus peers down at the soil, picking at it with tweezers, muttering and scribbling notes. Not even breaking from its work, Lyceratus breaks the silence.
This is going to take longer than I thought.
Of
I'll
course.
send for you when I have an answer.
Well, thanks for that. We gained a couple of resources and we have a new campaign event unlocked, which will come up in due course. An Algox messenger has appeared at the main gate, handing off a message from Chief Elend of the Ice Speakers addressed to us. Warriors, time has come. Peace Summit has been arranged and we would be grateful for your attendance. Putergal is making the final preparations to activate the spires, which would send devastation through the Snowspeaker clans. We must end this now. Accompanying the message is a map to a remote cave in the Copperneck Mountains, where Elend will be. You also note, however, the position of Purgatal's spire. She did demand your aid if you wanted to remain in their good graces. You must decide which course of action is best. Obviously, we're going to stick with Chief Elend.
Mercenaries, I require you in the name of art.
A Savas stands at your front door.
Interesting.
A long black scarf wrapped around its neck.
I am Eros, purveyor of culture and director of theater.
Oh, really?
I am putting on a play tentatively titled The Depths of Anguish, reenacting the most noble of sacrifices on our shores at the hands of the lurkers.
Seems a bit racist.
It will be my magnum opus.
It pauses, dramatically. You try to explain that while your services are for hire, those services don't include play acting.
Should not.
It's more the smashing type of services, really.
What? No, never.
It looks a bit stunned that you'd even consider yourselves actors.
No, I need you to stand guard in the ocean.
Oh, in case
This will be set
they
on location
object
at
to
the
it.
shore, and I can't have an encore of the subject matter. I want you staged in the water, out of sight, just in case lurkers try to write a sequel.
Yeah, sure. We'll defend the show from the icy water.
The night of the show, you wade into the icy water, ready for lurker attacks. What you weren't ready for was the assault on your ears as second-rate actors stumble through the unrealistic dialogue.
I'm going fast.
Shouts one. Ugh, who could say that in combat?
It's so
The
meta.
lurkers you're there to
I
protect
love it.
against must have heard the reviews, because they weren't anywhere to be found. You retire at the end of the night a few coins richer, many of which need to be spent on hot tea to warm up.
It's a shame. It's a real shame, but we're going to start off Bittle at the start of the next quest. Still, we do have perks to put in, so let's do that. We'll do the remaining Overwhelm, and then over on our Drifter, let's go for the Outburst. A +3 in the deck. And finally, we'll go for Refrain. Actually, no, we'll go for Bolster, because I've quite enjoyed those bolster cards when they've cropped up. They've been quite useful. One last thing just before we finish off, let's train up a new soldier. And I think that's most likely it. Sacred Soil has been done. So I'm curious as to when. Oh, we need to do the true. This I would have liked to see all of the quest bits, but we're going to carry on, of course. So we'll pick that up next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Frosthaven. See you soon.